Hello and welcome to another episode of YemmyCast, a video game podcast. I am your host, Yemmy the Ferret, and welcome back to this experience. That's right, it is now an experience. Thank you so much for showing up to the premiere. If you're here on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, that is when this episode is premiering. Thank you so much for being here for the premiere. If not, thank you for listening on whatever other platform you're listening on, whether it's Spotify, SoundCloud, or iTunes, or YouTube down the road when after the premiere. It's okay to me. I don't care. But thank you for showing up and coming around. I appreciate it, as always. The podcast also premieres on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, so if you want to check out the week news, that'll be then. But now is the weekend news, so thank you so much for showing up. I purchased two new items this past week. One of them being a figure. Actually, both of them are figures, technically. But the first one is the Spyro the Dragon figure. And I got this for like $25. It was a steal. It was really a steal. And it's really well done. The quality on this is really good. I'm going to hold it a little bit closer to the camera, just in case you have the the visual version of it. There's not much there's no real big descriptions on this. I mean, the back is just literally just a picture of the figure with a small, it's based on Spyro the Dragon. Well, thanks. So there's no, anything really special with it. It's just Spyro himself. But I like this version of Spyro. I think it looks really, really good. And this figure really, it is really nice quality as well. So I'm glad that I got that. Then also, my comic book shop recently got in a new shipment of Batman Animated Series collection toys, or figures, and I couldn't pass up the Scarecrow figure. I think this is one of the best looking Scarecrow figures that I've gotten in a while. It's so well detailed, just like the Spyro one, and I don't really have any complaints about it other than the fact that the regular version, the regular head, the Dr. Crane head, is kind of disturbingly ugly. But other than that, I really like it, and it does have a scythe along with it. There's a scythe along with it. Very cool, very cool. So you may end up seeing Spyro or one of those behind me. Then also revealing today on the podcast, my good friend Player 2 sent me the Banjo-Kazooie Totaku figure, which has been pretty much sold out on every store in America, GameStop, all these places. And if you go on eBay, they're being sold for like 10 times the value. So I was really appreciative of that. Banjo-Kazooie, as you know, is my favorite game of all time. Still is, verified. We went through it on live stream, 100%, and it was still a great experience. Great experience. So thank you to Player 2. Also, he sent me some cards. So he gave me a Blue Eyes White Dragon special edition that has like a little shine on it. He also got me Dark Magician, but this is like the variant version of Dark Magician, and he's got a little hollow on him as well. That was pretty cool of him. And then also, finally, he gave me the Detective Pikachu Charizard, which is pretty sick, if I do say so myself. Now, I used to be a big Yu-Gi-Oh player myself. I used to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, and I did the dumbest thing ever. I lent my deck to someone. They wanted to put the cards into their game, whatever Yu-Gi-Oh game was popular at that time, and he never gave them back, and he lost them. And I message him every so often trying to get them back, but it's not working so far. So F in chat. But whatever. Who would I really play that game with anymore, anyways? Still unfortunate, though, because I really liked the cards. I had a pretty good deck going. They were built around the Battle Ox. I had an Enraged Battle Ox, and I had 4 other Battle Oxes. So it was a while ago now, and it's kind of sad. Anyways, let's jump into some news before we get to the main event, which is the Super Mario Maker 2 Direct. And I got Cronocyde to come on and talk to me about it in a little bit. So stick around for that, or just skip ahead to it. I don't care. But anyways, the biggest news right now is Sony and Microsoft now have a strategic partnership on various tech innovations, including the evolution of PlayStation. So this is kind of odd because they have been competitors. The console wars have been pretty much based around Xbox versus PlayStation for a long, long time. But I think that this comes out of just Sony's hate for Nintendo, and they see that Xbox is really getting buddy-buddy with them recently, so they want to try and put a divide in there maybe, because Sony does really hate Nintendo. But they reveal that they're going to be working together on a variety of tech-related ventures. The two companies are going to be working on The two companies will partner on new innovations to enhance customer experiences in their direct-to-consumer entertainment platforms and AI solutions. So, aka cloud-based gaming. Is this a response to Google Stadia? Who knows? I'm really hoping that, if they do partner up to make a cloud console, I think that would be kind of cool. It'd be interesting to play Xbox exclusives and PlayStation exclusives on the same console. That may be a future endeavor. Nintendo would be going up against the partnership of Sony and Microsoft. That would be kind of interesting. Or, Google would be going up against Sony and Microsoft. The rest of the statement reads, the two companies will explore joint development of future cloud solutions in Microsoft Azure to support their respective game and content streaming services. In addition, the two companies will explore the use of current Microsoft Azure data center-based solutions for Sony's game and content streaming services. By working together, the companies aim to deliver more enhanced entertainment experiences for their worldwide consumers. They also said that PlayStation itself came about through the integration of creativity in our technology. Our mission is to seamlessly evolve this platform as one that continues to deliver the best and most immersive entertainment experiences together with a cloud environment that ensures the best possible experience anytime, anywhere. For many years, Microsoft has been a key business partner for us, though of course, the two companies have been competing in some areas. I believe that our joint development of future cloud solutions will contribute greatly to the advancement of interactive content, Yoshida says. So this is interesting, and we'll see where this leads us. Like I said, it could lead to a joint Sony-Microsoft console to rival the Google Stadia. But, the motto of the podcast is, we shall wait and see. So there is now a Japanese converter that will let you use Switch controllers on your PS4 and vice versa. So if you want to use Joy-Cons and play God of War or Horizon Zero Dawn, you can now with this Japanese-only super converter. It plugs into your PS4 or Switch via USB and is able to convert the wireless signals from both the Joy-Cons and the Switch Pro controllers. It also works the other way around too, like I said, allowing your DualShock 4 to speak with your Switch. Compatibility even goes as far back as Wii and Wii U controllers. Oh, wow. If you want to play Horizon Zero Dawn on a Wii remote, good luck with that one. That's what the article says. That's kind of funny. It's going to launch in Japan in this summer, and there's already similar convertibles available like the 8-bit Do and the Brook. So if you feel like swapping controllers, it seems like you have a few options, and we'll see how this works out. I guess it's probably still being tested, but it is due out this summer, so we'll see if it works as well as they claim it does. Alright, Metro Exodus finally has detailed its expansion pass content. There are 2 DLC drops coming out this year, one of them being called The Two Colonels, and this takes place in an underground dead city of Novosibirsk. And the main character is Colonel Kalashnikov. He's trying to make it home in time for New Year's Eve. And then also the other story, which hasn't been given a title. It's supposed to be early 2020, and you'll play as the U.S. Marine Sam in a brand new sandbox environment based on Vladivostok. Players will attempt to find their way back to America, but of course, there will be a number of threats along the way to put a stop to that. Are you still playing Metro Exodus? Me personally, I actually stopped playing it a while ago when newer and better games were coming out. I'm gonna try and get back to this game eventually because really I still like the concept of Metro, and this game did an okay job of bringing Metro to an open world. But I've been having a little bit of trouble with some glitches here and there. Also, I've been trying to do like special things, like not killing anyone in this whole section, and it became a little taxing. So I put the controller down for a little bit. I still really enjoy the game overall. I kind of don't like that you can't go back to the old areas. Once you're through an area, you're done. But I guess that kind of coincides with the Metro experience because you could never really go back to old places. Are you excited for this? Am I excited for this? No, not really. I still gotta get through the main campaign, like I said, so this probably will take a back seat, and I don't have the expansion pass, so maybe in the future if the expansion pass is on sale, I'll probably pick it up just to play through the stuff, but for the most part, Metro games have had okay DLC. I think Last Light was the only one that actually had DLC, and it was like, it was alright. This game, obviously they're adding a little bit more in terms of like story and stuff like that, so who knows. And then finally, for the biggest, the littler news, before we get to the Mario Maker 2 Direct, how much space is Mario Maker 2 going to take up on your Switch? This is a big question for everyone. Well, it's going to take up 2.8 gigabytes, and Super Mario Maker 1 was about 1.5 gigabytes. So they definitely added a lot more to this game, as you can tell from just the size of the games alone. The game is going to have a lot more content. So Mario Maker 2 is releasing on the 28th of June, and you can purchase it for $60, or there is a 12-month Nintendo Switch Online subscription bundle for $69.99. But more information about Super Mario Maker coming up toot sweet. Before we get to that, I just have a music recommendation. So this week's music recommendation comes from the Vikings themselves, Amon Amarth, and their album With Odin on Our Side. You might be going, what about the newest album, Yemmy? The newest album is still like in the middle for me. I like most of the stuff on the album, but there are a few songs that remind me so much of their poppier days. But if you go back to Valhalla Waits one and you listen to that album, you really feel the Viking rage in the band. Every song on this album is just so good. My favorite song on the album definitely is the Black Crowes Cry. I think that's what it's called. And Runes to My Memory is also one that I really enjoy as well. This one doesn't have as much guitar technical ability like the future guitar the albums do, but it's still such a great album. It really shows you how invested the band is to their gimmick of Vikings. We sing about Vikings, we make Viking stories, etc., etc. So if you want to, make sure you check out the album. Artwork right there. It's kind of a plain artwork, has like a gold picture of a guy on a horse, whatever. But it's a really great album. Make sure you don't get the live version. I know a lot of people like live versions. Me personally, I don't really enjoy live albums and live versions and stuff like that. I like the normal stuff, the regular stuff. I'll go see bands live, sure, whatever. But listening to them on a recording, not so much for me. So anyways, With Odin on Our Side, check it out. And that's going to do it for the news segment of this. Let's jump into the Super Mario Maker 2 talk. There was a direct that came out last week. I'm talking with Cronocyde in this one, so I'm going to shrink on down like I normally do, and we're going to get him on the podcast and talk to him about Super Mario Maker 2. So that's going to begin right about... And now, joining me on the podcast for a third time, it is the one and only Cronocyde. What is up?
What's up, dude? How are you, man?
I am fantastic. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Still excited about Super Mario Maker 2.
Well, that's why we got you on here. Cronocyde is our expert in all things Mario Maker. He is a live streamer on YouTube who does mostly Mario Maker content and Nintendo content as well. So if you want to, all his links will be down in the description below. But that doesn't matter. We're going to talk about Super Mario Maker 2.
Yep. Let's go, dude. What do you want to talk about first?
First, let's talk about your reaction, because, of course, we can see your reaction in the live stream, but in your mind, how much were you freaking out when you were watching the video?
Well, first of all, it wasn't a surprise, right? It was announced. Like it was not a complete surprise like the first time Super Mario Maker 2 was announced. Everybody was expected a lot of details, and we got a lot of details, new modes. So yeah, for the first time ever, I live stream the stream of Nintendo basically, and the community reacted with me.
Right.
There was so much details that I didn't know if I was excited. I was definitely excited, but I didn't know how to react exactly. There was so much going on the screen. It was absolutely crazy, dude.
Did you catch any small Easter eggs that other people wouldn't have seen?
Probably not. Shout out to the subreddit Mario Maker, by the way. Those guys are absolutely amazing at finding all the little things. So I'm gonna follow this list for all the small details. But like I said, I was live. There was a lot of chat going on, and there was a lot of details going on. So I don't think I catch anything funny that nobody catch on the internet. Yep. No,
all right, let's get into some meat and bones here, Chrono, because the addition of Super Mario 3D Land is it's pretty big. It's a pretty big thing. The one thing that they pointed out was that you cannot, change a level from like Super Mario 3 to 3D World. Is that a positive or a negative for you personally?
Well, you can switch between SMB3 and 3D World. There's just a couple things that will not work, and the other way around, like from 3D World to SMB3, will be a lot difficult because most of the things from the trailer, from the Nintendo Direct, there was a lot of things and small details that were exclusive to 3D World, right? So switching back to like an older, I'm not sure if they will even block this feature because there's a lot of new things exclusive to 3D World. So that's it's not really a negative because like the old school Mario games will always be limited in terms of items to use and mechanics too. There's some stuff that just doesn't work, like ground and pound in SMB3 or wall climbing with the cat suit and stuff like that. It's just never gonna work. So it's not a negative for me.
Now, if you look closely on the cover for Super Mario Maker 2, it shows Luigi in a frog outfit.
Okay.
What do you think that's all about? Is that a power-up in the Super Mario world that I don't know about?
The frog suit was in SMB3. It was
SMB3.
Yep. It was used to swim. It's really, really weird. It's not like the best controls ever, but it was in the original game. I know because I live streamed the game like a couple months ago. I didn't remember the frog suit, but yeah. And
you dropped out on me there for a second.
Oh, okay. I was talking about the frog suits.
I just noticed it's a cat suit that's green.
Oh, it's a cat suit. Yeah, so it doesn't make it makes sense. It makes
I
sense,
apologize.
the frog suit will probably be there.
That'd be interesting from what you were saying. I think that'd be kind of cool because there is the rising and lowering water now in the game as well that you can actually control yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure once again if this feature will only be featured in Super Mario World because it was there. It's not true. In SMB3 there was water, but it wasn't rising. It was fixed. So I'm not sure. Like I said, there's a lot of details to uncover yet. And E3 will probably be the last place we hear about Super Mario Maker 2 and all the final details to get people excited. But I feel like this Direct is more than enough for me to sell me on the game. So me too. I'm all in.
So one thing that people have pointed out to me is that there is a space next to Super Mario 3D World. Do you think that they're going to add whether it's through DLC or just another reveal, they're going to add another Super Mario 3D World type maker level?
You mean another style like Super Mario World, 3D World, and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think there's enough, and I I don't think Nintendo would keep like such a huge secret from the community. Like just before E3, they would have revealed all the style from the get-go. I feel like DLC, I don't think so. It doesn't make sense for Super Mario Maker. Maybe a free update, but even in an update, not a whole new style, right? Just specific items or more items, but not a new style. I don't think it makes sense actually.
Also, they added in some new different backgrounds you can use for the regular Mario Maker stuff. There's the desert one, the snow, forest, and sky themes. Is this enough to satisfy your Super Mario Maker dreams?
Well, themes for me is a plus for sure, but what's more interesting for me is the addition of the moon, the night, which is the night and day like cycles that completely change the mechanics and the gameplay. When you're in the night, like the mushroom turn to poison mushroom, the water turns to poison water, and even inverted gameplay too, which will be interesting to see in like Kaizo levels and harder levels, because basically all your controls are inverted too. So it will be even more difficult, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, themes for me is, it's always nice to have more. Like people pointed out the volcano from the Super Mario World would be cool to see, like in the underground cave and stuff like that. But they could add that in a free update or even DLC if they want, just like they did with Super Smash. So yeah, no, I think there's more than enough for now, at least.
There's always going to be people who want more, though. They want more.
Yeah.
They want Yellow Toad in there. They want, whatever else people are saying out there. And you mentioned the Kaizo earlier. Do you want to just explain what the Kaizo tricks are real quickly, just so for people who don't know?
Oh yeah, so Kaizo is referring to levels that are hard. I think Kaizo means difficult in Japanese. It's basically referring to shell jumps, shell tricks, like Goomba drop, spring jumps, and like harder tricks from Super Mario Maker, basically. So it's basically shell tricks for advanced player, I would say, or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's like it's a whole different community, right? Like there's the regular plebs who play just Super Mario Maker in their spare time. Then there's the people who are like you, who are like kind of pro at the game. They learn all the tricks. They get all those moves down. And there's also another sect of people who are drawing out these levels, writing tons and tons or drawing tons and tons of different scenarios, testing them out themselves, and then giving them to you to play.
Yep, exactly. We have a small community of like advanced player in Super Mario Maker, and people are making levels and they are submitting levels in streams and stuff like that. So it's a nice relationship between the creator and the player. It's really, really special. There's no other games like that, basically. And yeah, I'm surprised that there's no Kaizo tags too for a level. Like you can tag a level for a puzzle level, one screen puzzle level, traditional gimmicks and stuff like that. But there's no tags for Kaizo, and the Kaizo community is absolutely huge, especially in ROM hacks. Right. So I'm surprised Nintendo didn't think about it, but maybe a little bit more niche for the public, basically.
Yeah, probably. They'll probably put something in there for them. Let's hope. You can only hope.
Yeah.
So with the addition of multiplayer now, you can actually join your friends and play a level together. There's a few different modes that they went over. People are kind of comparing this to to like a Mario Battle Royale, but I mean it's more of just like a normal kind of versus, kind of like a speedrunners. If you ever played that, whoever gets to the end of the map first wins. What do you think of the multiplayer aspect in this, and are you going to play it, whether it be on live stream or just sitting at home?
Well, there's still a lot details to unveil. I feel like the multiplayer with 4 characters at the same time reaching for a specific goal or the end of the level will be absolutely chaotic. I feel like I'm not sure if that will be fun to play on live stream or even like online, because it's more luck than skills, I feel like. Because everybody will bump into everybody and will basically fuck up all the jumps for all the players.
Right.
The co-op building will be absolutely amazing, I feel like, but once again, it's Nintendo, right? So there's always limitations. So the co-op level building will be locally only, so no online level building, which is a bummer for me. I was looking to do some collab with fellow Super Mario Maker content creator, building a level together online, both on streams, but it's not possible. I'm not sure if there will be like a speedrun mode, like we all start the same level and the first one to finish basically win the race, but not on the same screen, right? Everybody is playing on their own console, and as soon as someone finishes the level, everybody's kicked out of the level basically. There's a couple ideas that I have that I'm not sure if it's in the final product yet. We'll see, but I'm excited about co-op for sure.
So, what do you think is the strangest addition that they've added to Super Mario Maker?
Probably removing the 100-man Super Expert. Well, not Super Expert, but the 100-man, the basic 100-man. I'm saying Super Expert because everybody is only playing Super Expert. But all the huge YouTubers like Ryukar, Granpoo, Barbarian, Call, Paco, Oshi, they are all playing only Super Expert, no skip, 100-man. So I'm surprised that Nintendo, I think they removed it and they replaced it with the 100, I think it's 100-man, but endless mode, the endless mode, basically.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We don't have a lot of details yet. I'm not sure if there will be like, you can start an endless mode with easy difficulty, normal difficulty. If the difficulty will ramp up as you play. If you can do an endless mode, but only with puzzle, only with Kaizo levels. We don't have a lot of details yet. They mention it in the direct, but they didn't like go in depth with the endless mode. But for me, it's a bummer for sure, because recording an endless mode will, like, if all the levels are easy, I could play for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and it doesn't make sense for a video or even on stream. So
right. Yeah, I think it'll like follow like that 10 level format where the first one's easy, then it gets progressively harder, and then like at the 10th it's like the hardest, and then it might go back to being easy again and go back. But like you said, there's not many details out right now, so we're kind of just spitballing right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of analyzing and stuff like that on the Reddit. This is my main place for all the leaks, all the details. I'm in there like several times a day, and I'm reading everything, and I'm trying to be active there too. It's a great place for Mario Maker.
So what is your favorite addition that they've added? So there was the on and off switch. There's the slopes, of course, sloped conveyor belts. There's the what are they? The snake blocks and stuff like that. What is your favorite new addition to the Maker itself, the making game itself?
For me, from day one, it always been the on-off switches. I think it adds a lot to level creating, and especially for doing making the player do specific tricks, like throwing a shell in the air to activate the pad, basically. And mixing that with the snake, like you mentioned, will be an amazing like level. This is probably my first level I will create, like a moving snake following a specific path, basically, with a shell, and you need to throw the shell pretty much at all the on-off switches, otherwise you're dead. The slopes, of course, is amazing because you could build a lot of momentum, and you can make tricky jumps and longer jumps too. So yeah, there's even the slopes, the conveyor belt with slopes, like the sloped conveyor belt will be really cool too. There's a lot of new stuff, dude.
Do you think that this is going to make troll levels even more trolly with these new additions?
Of course. The level creator from that creates like troll level will have a lot more options and a lot more items, so it will only get creative. from now on, and then even like funnier and fun. I love troll levels. I just freaking love playing them. And when a troll level is well done, it can be really fun to both watch and play. So sure, there's shitty like troll levels, like everything, but I'm only playing the good one basically.
What do you think of the creator profile? Do you think that was a good idea to include into the game? And what do you think the challenges will be to level up that creator profile?
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's huge because in Super Mario Maker, if you are following the community, all the creators are checking their stars, who started the level and stuff like that. So making like badges and medals for the best creators, and maybe use that in the search filters too, like search for the best creators out there. And there's even a like and dislike button too on the
is there?
Yeah, it's really like it's going really fast in the Nintendo Direct. But yeah, there's a likes and dislikes button now. So if a level is really shitty, you can dislike the level. And I think it's anonymous too, so people don't know if you dislike or like a little bit like on YouTube or well, pretty much only YouTube now do something like that.
Right.
But yeah, they could use all the medals and stuff like that for search filters. Like if you only want to play good levels from good creators, the medals will stay there, and you can customize your Mii too. I don't think is it Mii? Are they called Mii now on the Switch? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
They've kind of always been called Miis.
So the more medals you unlock, the more stuff you can decorate your Mii with.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's a small touch like that will make the community even bigger and more active in the game.
So one of the things that I saw that you freaked out the most about was the Dry Bones shell being shown off. What about it makes you so excited about?
I'm not sure, dude. I rewatched the Nintendo Direct from my live stream, and I freaked out on this part. I don't know, like surfing the lava with the shell totally freaked me out, dude. Not sure why.
Also, do you think you'll be playing a lot of Super Mario 3D World levels, or you think you're gonna stick more with the regular, Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, new Wii U versions?
Well, like I said a couple times now, I'm pretty much only playing Super Mario Maker on live streams and Super Expert No Skip, so I'm getting a lot of different like styles, and I don't think it will change that much. Like I will play on live streams, and whatever people are suggesting to me, I will play it. I never played 3D World, so harder levels for 3D Worlds I will need to get used to. The other like playstyle I have a lot of experience in, so but I'm not sure if I'll be creating levels from that, but I'm really excited to see like good creators, what they could come up with in terms of text and platforming stuff in 3D World. This game is beautiful, by the way, like the style. So I'm excited about 3D World. Yeah, I wasn't like sure when I first saw it. I was like, I need to learn a new game basically and learn new things. But now that the more I say about it, and they are like going all in with this world, with this play style, with a lot of exclusive items, so I'm sure it will be fun.
All right, last thing to talk about is the story mode. It's a new story mode. Super Mario Maker 1 did not have a story mode. Literally, you went into the game, they started you off with a basic level and said, hey, build, and you did it. But this one, they have a story mode in there. You're rebuilding Peach's castle, and in order to do that, you have to get through levels and collect coins and finish levels and stuff like that. And then you talk to the Toads and Toadette, and you rebuild the castle. What are your thoughts on the story, and do you think that a lot of people are going to play it, or is it going to be kind of like a Call of Duty type scenario where people look at it and go, maybe later, and then never get to it?
I think it's a great idea, actually, because the first things that when the original Super Mario Maker was announced, is that there was only creating and playing, basically. There was absolutely nothing else in the game. Now it feels like the complete package. 100 original levels created by Nintendo too. I feel like for new players, it will be the first thing they should do, both for learning how to play the game, the different styles, and both are and creating the levels too, because Nintendo is absolutely amazing at creating levels. If it's the original team that created like levels from the original Mario, I know the original like composer for the original soundtrack of Nintendo is included too, which is freaking amazing. We'll see a lot of we'll hear a lot of remix of the original songs, which I'm really excited about. I think it will be my first step. Basically, the first thing I will do in this game is probably starting the story mode and unlocking everything. But yeah, it's a great idea, I feel like.
Yeah, me too. I'll probably start with that and relearn the basics and get going. One of the biggest things right now, one of the biggest things that was on my mind was, do you think that this officially buries the Wii U system? Is there a reason they get the Wii U system besides from the Virtual Console? Is there anything that will keep you playing it?
No.
It's done.
Absolutely not. It's going back into the box. I don't care. I don't really care about the Virtual Console. I have one game for the system, and it's Super Mario Maker. It's going back in the box. I played a lot. I don't like. There'll always be a lot of nostalgia for Wii U, but as a system, it kind of sucks, right? We all agree that it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Super Mario Maker was amazing. I played a lot, and it's going back into the box. I'll keep it. I always keep my old consoles, but yeah, I'm going all in with Super Mario Maker 2. And I'm surprised you didn't mention the new goals too, the new clear conditions.
Yeah, those I forgot about, but thank you for bringing them up, because that's an important thing about this one, because I felt like that was a great way to get even more challenge into these levels. So you could have this insane Kaizo level, and then the goal of the level is to kill like 15 Goombas or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And people can do creative things with that. I think that's a great idea, a great addition myself.
Yeah, totally, man. And the first time we hear about Super Mario Maker was only for the coins. So collecting like 50 coins in the level, you basically win. But now the clear conditions can include the enemies too. So like you said, killing 15 Goombas in the Kaizo level. If you miss one, you're dead. So it's not only reaching the end of the level. There's a lot more, and I'm sure people will find creative ways to use that new mechanic.
Also, I almost forgot about this, and I think I just forgot about it again. It'll come back to me, hopefully.
The Koopa cars? The cars, maybe?
The car, that's right.
Yeah.
This car that comes out of almost like nowhere, and then you drive through the rest of the level. I've never seen that before. Is that something from the new Super Mario Bros. U, or...?
I'm not sure if it was included. Like I said, I never played 3D World. I heard a lot of good things about the game, but never played it. I'm not sure if it was included in the original. I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Like in the original Super Mario Maker, there was the heal too that wasn't included in the original game. So there's stuff included in the package that is completely new, basically. So I think it's new, but I could be mistaken on this one too.
And what did you think of the narrator for the Super Mario, for the live stream, the direct?
Oh, the woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird choice, but nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I felt like some of her line delivery was kind of stale. Like there's this one part where she's like when they first introduced the snakes, and she's like, "Do you remember the snakes?" And then she pauses for like 5 seconds, and you're like,
Yeah, that's Nintendo. They don't. It's a Japanese company, and they don't know how to deliver. I feel like they don't punch as much as us, like in North America. I feel like. Or even in Europe or like South America, I don't know, but they don't punch as much as us.
Do you think that this direct would have been more impactful if they didn't have a narrator and they just showed everything?
No, I think it was fine.
Was fine? All right.
Yeah, because there was a lot of details included in the commentary too. I think she wasn't the best, obviously, but nobody cares about the narrator and the delivery of the lines, basically. We all care about the details, so I haven't, like, before you mention it, I didn't think about it, actually, so.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, no, but I agree with you, but I don't care. I'm already buying Super Mario Maker 2. I'm
Right,
just
me
more
too.
excited than before, so
All right, I made a little game for us today, Chrono.
let's go.
And it's just a. I'm gonna rattle off some ideas for a Mario Maker like game,
Okay.
and you gotta tell me if it's a good idea or not. And I'll send all the good ideas to Nintendo corporate.
All right. Let's go, dude.
So, the first one I actually already mentioned this one in Discord. What if there is a Wario World Maker type game?
No.
No.
It's just no or and yes or
I mean, you can explain your choice if you
oh
want.
no, Wario it always been a little bit sucky, so no Wario for me.
What about
maybe a
Waluigi?
costume though? Maybe a costume
Yeah,
of Wario.
that would be nice. Do you
Yeah.
think the costumes are going to be back in this one? I mean, they have to.
There was a small detail that there's like alternative costume, like at least colors, but I haven't seen any costume as of yet. And I'm like I said, I'm always in the Reddit, and people are not sure if the costumes are back. But everybody loved the costume, so they would be crazy
Yeah.
to not bring it back.
Okay, next one. I have a Mega Man Maker.
It's already been done.
It's already been done.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I guess
For
that was a
PC.
good idea then.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. We'll skip that one. Erase that one. Star Fox Maker.
Star Fox Maker? No.
You can design your own levels.
No.
Play. No. Okay.
No.
All right. In kind of in the same vein as that. What about Kirby Maker?
No.
All
I
right,
just
we're
want Super Mario Maker 2, basically.
we're gonna move out of the Nintendo realm.
Don't mention Sonic though.
Well, what about Rayman Maker?
That's way better because Rayman is a difficult platformer. I feel like people will come out with creative idea, and it's really like appealing to the eye too. Yeah, that's a better idea. I feel like yep. The mechanics are really like you can build a lot of momentum with attacking and jumping at the same time. Like there's a lot of cool mechanics in Rayman itself. I'm a huge fan of Raymans, and I pretty much clear all of them, and even platinum the two recent one on PS3 and PS4.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that one makes sense.
All right. Crash Bandicoot Maker.
That's tough because the three games are quite different in terms of mechanics. First one is just jump and don't die. The second one, there's like a slide and jump. And the third one, I have a lot of different like
The bazooka.
the bazooka and stuff like that. But the Maker with the 3D game, yeah, I'm not sure, dude.
Might be a little iffy on that one.
Yeah, and that's why 3D World is not like it's only 2D and not 3D, right?
Right. Well, what about let's go old school. We're gonna go with a Pokemon Maker. Do you think that could be something that people would like?
Would like, yes. Me, no.
All right. Legend of Zelda, the old style, not the 3D stuff, but like Legend of like Link's Awakening and stuff like that.
Maybe, but Zelda is a story like based too a lot. So people will like Nintendo will need to find a way to tell a story at the same time and not just a dungeon. It could be
Right.
possible and maybe possible, yeah. I would say yes on this one.
Oh, all right. All right, last one for you, Chrono. Mario
go.
and Sonic at the Olympic Games Maker.
No, that's a hard no. Those games sucks.
Well, have you ever played the game Mother? I was going to ask about that one, but I don't know if you played it. or
Earthbound,
or
Mother
Earthbound?
2 and 3.
Right.
No, I actually, I'm surprised, but I never played Earthbound, which is a classic on the Super Nintendo, and I'm a huge JRPG fan too. And I played pretty much all RPGs on Super Nintendo, but never played Earthbound. So I never
mean,
played Mother 2.
I would suggest
three.
it's a great game.
Yeah.
I actually have one more for you. I just remembered this one. Remember the old arcade cabinets with Donkey Kong, and you went up the ladder.
Yeah.
What about a Donkey Kong Maker, where you make your own vertical levels?
I feel like people will not be interested in that. Like for a maker game, it needs to have a lot of nostalgia and it needs to be like quite easy to build, I feel like. So as soon as you talk 3D, it's not like super easy to build for me and you, basically. And old school games like that don't have a lot of options. Like it's only it needs to have a mechanic, basically. It's not just jump. So I would say no on this one.
All right. Well, I think that just about wraps up this episode of the podcast, Cronocyde. I appreciate you for coming on, spreading your knowledge and Mario Maker theories around with us today. Where can people find you?
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We have an awesome community in the Discord server too. All my links will be included in the description, right?
Yes, you know it.
Yep. So that's pretty much it, right? Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I have another one. Facebook. I have a Facebook page too. There you go.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right, Chrono. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to ask Mr. Predicto a question about Super Mario Maker 2. What do you want to know?
Will Super Mario Maker 2 be delayed?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Predicto, will Super Mario Maker 2 be delayed?
You can rely on that.
Oop. That's a yes.
That's a yes. You can rely on that? You can rely on that?
He said you can rely on that. Do you want to ask him again? Maybe he'll give a different answer.
Yeah. Ask him again.
Let's ask him
I feel like
this.
he's broken, dude.
Mr. Predicto, was your last prediction correct?
It is best not to say now.
Well, we can only hope that Mr. Predicto is wrong.
Yeah, he's probably wrong. He's always wrong, too.
He's not always wrong, Chrono.
Most
Come
of
on.
the time, too.
He's actually predicted a lot of things right. I haven't actually fact-checked them, but I'm almost positive.
Nah.
All right, well, this has been a fun episode. I appreciate you for coming on once again, Cronocyde.
No problem.
If you want to, make sure you guys check out his links in the description. His YouTube and Twitter link will be in the Spotify and SoundCloud and iTunes as well. So if you're listening on that platform, you got links there too. Make sure you click on those links as many times as you possibly can.
Don't
once
click
again,
too much, though. Don't click too much.
Yeah, you don't want to break your mouse, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it though for Cronocyde.
I hope so. I hope you will enjoy the content.
Whew. Well, I am your host, Yemmy the Ferret, and I have been here with...
Cronocyde.
There we go.
Yes.
And this has been another episode of YemmyCast, a video game podcast.